Hello, this is Shahbaj Mukul, and this is a presentation on the Bright Scholarship Management System. The technology I used to create this software were SQL Server for the database. The backend was created with ASP.NET Core minimal APIs. The front end was in Blazor WebAssembly, and in these softwares I use SQL Server for the database, C# among the backend and the front end, and HTML and a little bit of CSS and JavaScript. Some of the main features of the systems are submitting applications, reviewing application authorization, voting, and logical winner selection. Since the initial design phase, there hasn't been any large redesign of the software except for some of the database properties that we had to change. We added some attributes like bill amount and some of the relationships, so these were added for consistency, manageability, and relationships. And in terms of UI, we did some redesigning. I only added this process winners button so that the admin can initiate the review process or winner selection process. After the scholarship review process has been initiated by the admin, the system goes through different phases, and if it finds out that there is a tie after all the logical conditions, it initiates a task for 3 days and gives the committee members time to put in their votes. And after the 3 days expires, the system selects another stored procedure, calls that, and then finds the most vote winner, and then emails the admin about the winner selection, and also notifies the winner about their scholarship winnings. Now moving on to the system story. So first the admin has to create a scholarship. So basically they would enter the scholarship here and the start date and the end date of that specific scholarship, and that requires a specific format, and it will be created and it will show a pop-up with the created window, and then the user would be able to see the new scholarship right here. Next the students can then submit the applications. As you can see, there are some error handlings that the system would require before the user can submit their application. So we will fast forward this process really quick. And now we will send the request, and as you can see, the application has been successfully submitted, and when we click it again, it will show that it is already submitted. And as you can see, it will also send an email that the user already submitted an application, and they should wait until they receive a notification regarding their application status, and they will be able to log in and then see their status of the application. And here's another example where we would show what if we say give wrong information into the system. As you can see, the system would reject, and it will also send an email to the user. Next, we would also be able to see as a committee member all the applicants in the system. And after we have all the applications we can initiate the winner process. As you can see, the system would show some warnings to the admin that it can be or undone after they process the winners. In this case, since we did not have any other eligible students, it will send it to the only available one, and this is the email that they would get. And in another case, there may be applicants, but where there is like a conflict and they have all the similar criteria, and the system couldn't determine the winner because there is a tie. So it would send an email to all the committee members, and they would receive this email asking them for their vote, and it will also send an email to the administrator and telling them that the voting process has been initiated. The committee members would be able to log in to the system, and they would first see this list, all the applicants, but they can go into the voting page and then see all the finalists. It will ask them about their, as you can see, there is an eligible student, but only the finalists would show up, but they can vote for their chosen candidate right here. And after they voted, they cannot change their vote, so the application also states it very carefully, but they can also click on these rows, specific rows, and get more information on that. We can log in with another user ID. Then they would see different, they would still have their vote. They can review all the finalists and vote for their specific candidate, applicant. After that, we assume that the 3 days voting period has passed, and the system would award the scholarship to the applicant who has most votes, and they would be able to see this page when they log in, or they would also get that. And lastly, the administrator can also change an existing scholarship's start date or end date just by selecting like this. So for this one, we can change the end date to be April 15th, and then we can save the changes, and that would reflect it right here. And that's it for the presentation. Thank you.